This is what I tell people within my company, within my team. Do it my way. Because if you mess up, I don't mind being a janitor to clean up the mess because I told you to do it a certain way. But if I tell you to do it a certain way and you do it your way and you mess up,
against Gervonta Davis. They're very serious allegations. Anybody that's laying hands on women needs to be shut down straight away. They need to be, for me, they need to be locked up and the key thrown away.
Thank you. Hung them up. Shoes off. Get the bag. Put a plaque up. He's done.
Floyd Mayweather has finally broken his silence following reports that Gervonta Davis was arrested, putting his upcoming fight with Jake Paul in serious doubt. Although no official cancellation has been announced, sources indicate that Paul's promotional company, Most Valuable Promotions, has confirmed it is formally investigating serious civil allegations filed against Davis. According to the company's statement, an internal investigation was launched immediately after learning of the civil lawsuit filed against Gervonta Davis in Miami-Dade County on October 30, 2025.
November 14th is the date. We are supposed to think that Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis are going to be fighting on Netflix, but not so fast, my friend. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change.
The allegations include battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress, though no criminal charges have been filed at this time. Still, given Davis's past legal history, the situation carries serious implications. Meanwhile, veteran champion Floyd "Money" Mayweather's limited public remarks are drawing close attention, as insiders speculate whether his support or commentary could influence the decision on whether the fight will proceed.
Champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Russell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Russell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami.
This isn't the first time Davis has faced such allegations, and some observers have linked them to a broader pattern of behavior, citing past incidents involving his girlfriend. Over the years, video clips and public accusations have emerged, fueling concerns about his conduct outside the boxing ring. While the full legal details are still being reviewed, these latest accusations could further damage his public image and jeopardize future endorsements or professional opportunities.
Welcome back. Champion boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
He's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against him. Trish?
Yeah, guys, good evening. Well, in the last 30 minutes, Gervonta "Tank" Davis just bonded out of jail. Behind me, he was arrested this morning on the charge of battery of domestic violence. Take a look at that brand new video here. You can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his T-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV waiting for him on the side. Now, Davis was arrested this morning, like we just mentioned, on a charge of battery of domestic violence after he allegedly hit his ex-girlfriend outside of her home on Father's Day. According to the arrest form, Davis and the victim have 2 children together and were in a relationship for about 4 years. Police say Davis went to her home to pick up the kids on Father's Day. That's when an argument took place before things got physical. He reportedly told the victim to remove the kids from the car, saying he no longer wanted to take them. And while she was leaning in to grab her daughter from the back seat is when he allegedly hit her in the back of the head and proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a cut by her mouth. Now, according to the police report, she texted her mother to come outside. The arrest form says her mother saw the victim crying and arguing with Davis and filmed that argument. Davis is a boxing star, a WBA lightweight champion, I should say, but he has had numerous legal issues in the past, most recently in May of 2023, but a Florida prosecutor dropped that separate battery case.
2 years ago, Davis was taken into custody on similar charges related to misconduct toward a woman. That case also received extensive media coverage, reigniting public discussions about his behavioral history. The recurring nature of these incidents has raised concerns about whether Davis has made genuine efforts to address his past mistakes or if he continues to repeat the same patterns without meaningful intervention.
Local 10's Roy Ramos. Roy Ramos is live in Fort Lauderdale with all of the latest developments. Roy.
Sanella and Louie, and we just obtained the 911 calls made by this alleged victim, and in it you can hear her screaming to that dispatcher to send help because she is in fear for her life.
Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
No word from 28-year-old star boxer Gervonta Davis as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail Wednesday, day after he was arrested for allegedly hitting a woman at his Parkland home.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
Davis facing a Broward...
Reports suggest that Jake Paul's promotional company, Most Valuable Promotions, MVP, has already contacted several high-profile fighters to replace Gervonta Tank Davis. However, complications have reportedly stalled those efforts. MVP is also considering rescheduling the event to December in hopes of securing a new opponent and maintaining the fight's momentum.
At the minute, it's in limbo. We don't know if the fight's going to be happening. I mean, I wasn't too excited about this fight anyway. I think it's a joke, but I'll get into that in a minute. So here's what we know so far. Davis is now facing a lawsuit in Miami from his ex, accusing him of battery, kidnapping, false imprisonment, and emotional distress. I mean, this does not look good. And he's had previous with his partner. Hands on women, I just can't agree with. It's just terrible and so bad for boxing when a fighter is being accused of putting. I mean, that's my personal opinion on men going anywhere near women in an aggressive manner. It's just wrong. So as of today, November 2nd, this fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement: Ryan Garcia, Terence Crawford, Francis Ngannou. I mean, come on, we'll get into them. And
according to several sources, Jake Paul's team has approached Ryan Garcia as a potential replacement opponent. The offer was reportedly made to keep the November 14th event viable, with discussions now suggesting a possible date shift to December and a restructured fight card.
That Jake Paul and Most Valuable Promotion have sent an offer to Ryan Garcia to replace Gervonta Tank Davis for that fight. And I'm hearing, now since the weight difference isn't that much, and the weight limit being down at 195, Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia can be a pro.
However, Oscar De La Hoya has firmly ruled out the possibility of Ryan Garcia stepping in to replace Gervonta Davis in a fight against Jake Paul. He explained that Garcia's existing contract with Golden Boy Promotions and streaming partner DAZN conflicts with Paul's exclusive deal with Netflix, making the matchup both logistically and legally impossible. De La Hoya emphasized that all contractual obligations must be honored and stated that he will soon announce Garcia's next fight under his own promotional banner.
After calls from reporters asking about Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia, let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know, Ryan Garcia's probably going to rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No. You have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It doesn't happen that way. So, anyway, until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again,
Jake Paul may switch opponents for his upcoming fight, with Francis Ngannou being mentioned as a potential replacement for Gervonta Davis. While the bout with Davis remains unofficially on the table, concerns over Davis's legal troubles have prompted Paul's team to explore alternative options. However, Ngannou himself has publicly dismissed the idea, responding, "Don't be silly," when asked about the possibility of facing Paul.
If you want to make money, fight Jake Paul. I would love for him and Francis too. Francis would hurt him. Whether your boy's calling him out. Next time I see this, Jake Paul, guys, I'm going to slap you 2 or 3 times.
Yes. Next time, Francis kid, my dog, Philly Fresh, that said this. Francis have sex with you if you wanted to. Jake Paul,
Jesus
no.
Christ. Whoa.
Don't do it.
I'm like,
Listen,
you just.
that's not what you want.
You just ruined my appetite. I keep thinking of Francis Ngannou and Lane Pike, dude.
No, pause, Henry. Relax. Don't take it that far.
I mean, you
But
said it, bro.
Listen, if Francis somehow one of his paws, one of his mittens touch anywhere near.
Conor Benn has strongly condemned Gervonta Davis following his arrest on domestic violence charges. Benn described Davis's behavior as completely unacceptable and stated that he could never support or stand alongside someone accused of mistreating women. He emphasized that, as someone with sisters and a daughter, he would never share the ring with a person who behaves that way. Benn went even further, arguing that Davis should be banned from the sport if the allegations prove true, underscoring the broader ethical issue of accountability in boxing.